Hello BookTube, my name is Sarah and today I'm coming to you with a channel update / announcement. So, for those of you who may or may not have noticed, I did change the name of my channel. My previous name was Novel Expectations, and I have now changed it to Not Just Romance Novels. This is something I've been thinking about for a good 6 months now. I have had this channel, it'll be 2 years in January, will be my 2-year channel anniversary. January the 1st, actually. And, you know, when I came up with the channel name when I first started, I really liked it. I thought it was really, really cute. But I just don't feel anymore like it gives enough description as to exactly what it is that I talk about on my channel. I know I'm known primarily for romance. That's the bulk of what I read, and it's what I love. It will always be my go-to, go-back to type of novels. But I don't just read romance novels. I read a little bit of everything, or at least I like to think I do. Except for like sci-fi fantasy, that's just not really my jam. But I do read a little bit of everything, and the name just kind of came to me the other day, and I really, really liked it, and I slept on it, and I thought, you know, I kept going back to it, and I'm like, I really do like it. So that's the reason why there is a name change on the channel. I wanted it to more reflect my channel. I'm over 400 subscribers now, and I'd like to keep growing, and I think that by doing this channel name, it's going to, you know, allow more people to see exactly what I'm all about when they run across my channel. And I do apologize for the noise outside. There is a block party going on. It is a tenant appreciation day. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that is kind of like the channel announcement, if you will, or update, the update part of it. Nothing else is changing. Everything else is staying the same. I just decided to change the name, but I wanted to let you guys know in case you've been watching me for a while and you were wondering, you know, kind of what was going on. So the little announcement part that I like to make is something else that's been in the work for probably a good 3 or 4 months now. As a little bit of a background, I actually went to college for journalism. I've always loved to write. I was one of those people who thought I was going to grow up to be a writer, like a famous novelist. It hasn't happened yet. One has to actually sit down and write the book before one can become a famous novelist. And I'll be honest, I don't have the drive to do that I used to. I love to read and do other things more than write, but I still do enjoy writing, and I miss writing. But what I've been noticing on this year is one of my goals for this year was to actually write out a review for every book that I read. What it has come down to is, if you look at my Goodreads, is this was a good book. I liked the characters. I gave it 3 stars. Like, really nothing. So I'm challenging myself for the rest of this year, and if I can keep it up going forward, is to write legit reviews for the books that I read. Except for the Babysitter's Club. Again, they will always be the exception, just because of the nature of them and the nature of how I'm reading them. But anyway, so yeah, I have decided to start a blog. I kind of came to this realization, it again had been kind of in the back of my mind. And then when I did my wrap-up for August, and it was 40 minutes long, I was like, oh my gosh. I thought it would be so much of a better idea for me to have these well-crafted, well-written in my opinion, detail-oriented book reviews for you guys, and have them written out, and have them all in one central location where you can find them. You know, you don't have to hunt through other people's book reviews to find the one that I wrote about whatever book it was that I read. So, you know, I've already got the blog started. I've got my little, I've got my first review in there. The one that I did on The Art of Sinning from a little bit earlier that I read about a week or so ago. And I have my second review written out for the book I just finished, or not just finished, but the book I finished earlier this week. And I do plan on posting that, actually, before you guys see this video. That one will already be posted. I keep forgetting I'm recording this a few days early. So there will be at least 2 book reviews on there now. I will leave it linked in the description box below, of course. I'd love if you followed me on there. Now, how that is going to change my wrap-ups at the end of the month is that I will not probably get into as much detail as I did on my book reviews, or my wrap-ups at the end of the month. I'll give you guys, like, a quick overview of what I thought about it, but what I will do is, typically what I do is I list all the books that I read that month, and I leave a link to their, sorry if the table's moving, it's the cat. I will leave a link to their page on Goodreads. But what I'm going to do now is leave a link to that direct review on my blog, so you guys can have a quick little, like, you don't obviously have to read all of them, but if one book sounds really intriguing to you, and I kind of, comment that I didn't like it, you can go on and read a bit more about why I didn't like it, or why I did like it, or what have you, if that book sounds good, what were my thoughts on it. Just a little bit more in depth, because I realize not everybody cares about every book that I read, and I get that. Reviews are not a big thing here on BookTube. So I thought, if I could have them there for those who are interested in reading them, I'm going to be typing them out anyway, kind of like an exercise for me to get back into writing because I have missed it, and to really try and get better at doing it. If I'm not going to be a famous novelist, then perhaps, I could publish a book review every now and then in something or somewhere. I think that would be a lot of fun. So anyway, those are the announcements, and sorry, the cat is literally being a pain in the patookus. But he's a cat, it's what they do. Come on up here, Gorgor. Let's see if I can get him in camera. Of course, he's not going to jump up. So anyway, that's it for this video, so let me know your thoughts below. What do you think about the blog? What do you think about the name change? Does it make sense? Or is it just me? But anyway, guys, until my next video, please do take care and happy reading. Bye.